Well, good morning, amigos. As you saw in the last video, I had said the more I thought about the license plate situation with that car, the less I liked it. So I was going to do something different. So I come up with a couple of different ideas, one of which, I don't know. But anyway, so if we look here, there's this. I've got two of these. But the problem with those is they're not quite big enough to cover the entire hole in the floor. I'm not sure I like that. I think I could make it work, but it would still probably need something else to go with it. And they're thick enough that you could weld it. But we'll go for a wander this direction. We're going to take the long way there because why not? All right, so I took a little detour. I got sidetracked. It happens now and then, as you may know. Anyway, so this car is not mine, so we're not going to talk about it. It's a nice car. Currently taken apart, needs put back together. But that being said, since I know he's watching, hey E, when are you going to come get it? It's too nice to just sit there and rot. See if I can figure out how to get over there. No, we're not going to use that because that's galvanized, which means it couldn't be welded even if I can weld, which I can't weld. And before anybody says anything else, I know we can buy floor pans from NPD, but I can't weld, so that's a problem. On top of that, I don't have anywhere to tackle a project of that size. I'm not going to do it in a driveway. Lastly, even if I bought floor pans, I really can't afford to pay somebody to put them in. So, what we've got here, an old stove. It's probably been here 40 years. Look at the top of that. When was the last time you saw a stove that looked like that? I tried to stand it up yesterday. I tried a little bit. It's heavy. So that's not going to work. But we come around here to this side. Look at that. That right there will work. Yeah, we'll clean it up and put some bends on it, and I'm not sure how we'll get it off of there yet, but it's probably going to involve violence. Oh, there we go. I don't know how much of that you could see because that thing was probably all right, there we go. No, we don't need that piece. It is too rusty. We might have to come back out here and salvage a little more metal off of it. I apologize if you can't see any of that, but all right, so here's our piece. That should work, hopefully. And if not, we've got two of those signs that I don't know where they came from that we will add in. I think this is the best bet. We'll clean it up, we'll clean the rust up, we'll put some rust preventative paint on it or some POR 15 or something along those lines. Keep it from rusting more. I bought some seam sealer, like some real legit seam sealer. Looks like Bambi had done a little scraping right there. I don't know how much I'm going to get done today. It's still a little chilly. Yesterday it was, I think it only got to like 41 or 42. It's supposed to be warmer today, but the wind is cold. I know. My northern buddies just said, that's not cold. And you're right. For y'all, it's not cold. 25 years ago, I would not have considered it cold. But you know what? I've been here over 20 years. I have become acclimated to it not being cold. On top of that, I'm over 20 years older and have become have found the cold less enjoyable, less tolerable, less, all of them things. Just, I don't like it. All right, let's get this cleaned up. See if we can get some of this crap off of here. That's a pretty thick piece of steel right there. We might want to hang on to that. Okay, so we got us a mini death wheel. We got some hearing protection. Oh, those are nasty. I need to get some new ones. Hang on. Okay, we got some gloves. We got some new hearing protection. There's the gloves. Wait, where'd it go? There it is. Wait, where'd it go? There it is. Done this once already. All right. Let's buzz these off of here so we can get these pieces off. Have this. All right, so there it is. Man, every time I open the door and look in there, I just realize just how bad that is. All right. Oh, is this going to fit? Probably not. I might need to put the phone down. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to trim that to fit. All right. That's probably better than the other way. But we definitely need to take some off of that side. And we're going to need to shorten this, which, since some of this is a little rotted anyway. All right. All right, so we trimmed it down a little bit. I cut this corner, so I'll take the hammer. I took that much off this side, and that much off the end. My favorite tool here. If y'all don't have one of them, you need to get one. It is way better than that thing. You just can't get into the corners like that. All right, let's see if it fits. Okay, so that's close. I kind of flattened this out a little bit. I think what I want to do is I'm going to cut this here. Maybe cut a little of that off so that I can bend this up 90 degrees so that it'll fit up against here, because, well, there's not a lot else there to attach to if we don't. All right, be back. All right, so got a hammer out. As you might suspect, I made things worse. So, yeah, that's all new. That up there is new as well. So my grandfather had patched this 35 years ago, 37 years ago. 1987, he patched it. What is that, 37 years ago at this point? Almost. So he'd put Bondo down, put tin over it, put some pop rivets in it, and then put Bondo back over top of it. Hey, it worked. But it was rusty underneath of it. So when I started to pound the Bondo out to smooth it out so I could put that piece of tin in there, well, that's what we found. I mean, look at all that on the ground down there now. No bueno. Anyway, So we might need to use one of them pieces of tin in there that we had to patch that, start up there, come down here, put a little bend in it, and then take that big piece that we're using and cover all of this up. Will it be right when I'm done? Nope. Will it be better than this? Way better than this. Damn carpet is in the way, and I don't know how to hold it up without taking it out. To take it out, I got to take the console out, and it's just a hassle. Oh well. We'll all right, I want to get that piece. Cut so it fits. So it fits that, and then we'll worry about the piece on the firewall, this piece. Okay, here's where we are. I'll need to bend this to match this up. This will need to, I'm not sure why this won't slide over any further. Oh, I guess it's because it's against that there. So I guess if we bend this back so that it lines up with that, pound this down, and we put one of them other pieces. It's 18 by 24, so it might cover this whole gap, and we can put a bend on it down here to attach this to. That's definitely a lot stronger than license plate. All right, I think I got this pounded in here pretty good to shape. Some self-tappers will hold this down. Kind of got this pounded over this way. Once again, some self-tappers. I still need to get a piece to cover this hole. I'll probably run it up under here to close all of this gap up. What the hell is that? Huh. Not sure where that came from. Oh. Yeah, so that piece doesn't look too bad. Yeah, so if we cover that up, I don't know what it'll do about the bottom. I mean, it's just going to be open and it's going to collect more crap. But I mean, we all know that at some point the car's going to need floorboards put in it. So when that happens, then they can cut all of this shit out. But until then, we need to make it so that I can drive it, my passenger's feet won't get wet if we drive through a mud puddle. That might be about all I'm going to do tonight. Cut that out, paint both sides of it to hide the evidence. I've got that other piece pounded in there and cleaned up pretty good. Well, it's not cleaned up. I've got it fit fairly well. So this edge is not too bad. The edge on this side isn't bad. Up there's not bad. I just need to get that piece that's over there drying, and I'm going to put it up there and use it to cover that. I'll probably put a bend in it down here at the bottom so it'll be underneath of this, so the two of those will overlap. And then that should be, it won't be right, but it'll be way better than it is right now, and it'll be way better than it would have been with just license plates over it. I do need to take this piece of steel and clean it up and paint it. And then paint both sides of it. But that'll probably about do it for today. That was actually more than we had intended that we were going to do. But we accomplished a little something. Christmas is in a week and a half. I'm sure I'll be back before then to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and maybe we'll do a end of the year wrap up. Boy, that would be exciting, wouldn't it? No, it won't.